I got one more. This is a bit booky as well. It's kind of similar to, I guess, the Three Kings in somewhat setup way, because it's got a bit more of a setup, and it's got the time to be 33. So it just makes me question. This is called the Midnight Man, right? And I don't know if you know about this one, but apparently it was back in the days, back in the pagan time. It was a pagan ritual, right? So
religion.
yeah, and it was to do with like torture, like mentally tortured people, I guess.
Okay.
Or punish them.
It's like a punishment.
It was a punishment,
Yeah.
So basically, for this to work, but this is a ritual that you can try by yourself if you want to, if you're crazy enough. If you're, well, I don't know why you.
If you're bored like that.
If you're bored
if
like
you're
that.
random.
Well, anyway, the things that you need a very specific set of things, right? You need candles. You need one candle specifically, right?
Okay.
You need a couple of matchsticks. You can't have a whole packet. You're not allowed. You can have a couple of matchsticks, right? So one matchstick that you really need to start the whole thing, and then a couple more backup ones, right?
Okay.
You need a piece of paper. You need a pencil. You need a needle. You need salt. And you have to be in a room with a wooden door. Yeah.
Fuck off.
I have a wooden door in my room.
I
have a window on my side and a wooden door on my other side. So
man.
the ritual starts at exactly 12 a.m. No, it's not exactly at 12. Right, like a little bit before, right? You take the piece of paper. You write your own name down in the piece of paper. So in my case, it would be Ayaz Jubair. I write my name down, right? And then you're meant to take the needle, prick yourself a little bit, and make sure that one drop of blood goes into that paper.
Okay.
You take the piece of paper. You take basically, I think you turn all the lights off, right?
Lights.
Yeah, all the lights off. You turn them off. You light the candle, right? So you're basically in the dark with a candle, right? You take the piece of paper, put it in front of the door, like right at the foot of the door, and then you knock on the door. I believe it's 22 times. Specifically 22 times. But what you have to do is like make sure that the last knock, the 22nd knock, it lands exactly when the clock hits 12.
Oh, okay.
Like right at midnight. That's when you should hit the last knock, right? After the last knock, you open the door, you turn around, you blow out the candle, and then you close the door.
You made me choke up. Okay.
And then you close the door, and then this is when, if done correctly, the game has started. And it's supposedly you welcome the Midnight Man into your room. Now, your goal.
What's he do though?
He's a pedo. Fuck's sake.
Fucking drinking water, yeah, with a bunch of electronics nearby, yeah.
But anyways, you basically, you close back the door and you basically light your candle. Now, the story says that the Midnight Man is in your room, right? But your whole point of you is to light your candle and walk around your house. You can't stay in one place. That's the thing. If you stay in one place, the Midnight Man's gonna catch up to you. And the whole thing is that you walk around your house as fast as possible, and you try and avoid. If you see a shape or shadow in front of you, you try and avoid the area. You don't go next to the area. You turn around. You just walk around, walk another way. You don't stop. You don't take breaks. You keep moving. There are some rules, I think, that like if you get too cold, if you're suddenly feeling cold, you move out of there.
He's close.
Yeah, he's close. You see a shape, he's close. Your candles start to flicker, he's close. It's kind of reminds me of like the Slender Man, you know.
Yeah.
Where you're with the camera and you're walking around the forest, and like it starts to flicker, you turn around and run away. Some people say that if he does catch up to you, you either just straight up die, like you just fall in your place and die, or you see visions of your worst fear, like whatever it is, you see in front of you. In that room with you, you see that in front of you. And what they say is that sometimes if he's close by or like he's really close to you, like maybe he caught up to you, right? And the candle, one way or the another, the candle's gonna go off. If he's next to you or if he caught up to you, the candle's gonna go off. You have two options right there and then. Either you remember those backup candles I told you about, the backup matchsticks. you try and that's the thing. You can't use a lighter, because if it's a lighter,
I was about to ask,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
why the fuck would you use a
'Cause
matchstick?
if
Like
you-
lighters would be
if you use a
more
lighter, it's like
reliable.
really quick. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
you're meant to use a matchstick, and
Ah,
you can only carry.
and they don't always work either.
Exactly. That's the thing. So if your candle go off, this is your decision right now, right? So you can either put the light the matchstick and relight the candle instantly as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Again, that depends on your speed, I guess. Or
Okay.
what you can do is like, remember that container of salt I told you about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You make a circle of salt around you and you sit there. but-
Protection.
But here's the thing: if you decide to do that, you're gonna have to stay in that position until 3:33, and in that whole time you can't fall asleep. You can't get out of the circle. If you hear stuff, you're gonna be hearing whispers and like things that lure you out.
You can't look at it either, can you?
You can't look at it. You have to have your. It says specifically you have to sit
Like,
with your face between your legs.
that is so fuck. So you're just there
Yeah, and
for 3 hours.
Yeah, and you be hearing things like your mom's voice or like your loved ones. You're just gonna be hearing their voice calling you or like trying to get you to get up. Or you might even feel like taps on your shoulder or something, you know. But no matter what, you don't move till 3:33.
Here's the thing that I was thinking about the entire time. You said do it in a house, right?
Yeah.
I live in an apartment. Imagine if I did it, and I'm meant to walk around my apartment.
Yeah.
Which is literally a U shape, pretty much,
Yeah.
for 3 hours without encountering
Yeah.
in the corridor.
Yeah.
I am fucked. If I do it, I'm dead, gone, deceased.
Yeah.
You know, like there is no way. And imagine, like even with a fully.
I mean, I don't know if it helps. Maybe I don't know if it helps the situation, but maybe the midnight man just trails you. He just always behind you. He doesn't really poke.
Well, like it follows.
He follows you. It doesn't really come out of the corner like in front of you, like
No,
surprise.
but at one point, you're gonna have to come back.
He's a pedo. You want some candy,
Nah.
kids?
Because at some point you're gonna have to walk, like loop back into the same place.
Yeah, I
and
mean, you
what if
can
he's
do like a
still
turn.
there?
Yeah.
Even if he follows you, he's already gonna see you, and your candle's fucked. You're always gonna be cold. Then there's no space.
There's like some descriptions of him on the internet, and some say that he's just
I ain't trying to hear that right now, man. I ain't trying to hear that right now. Yeah,
Probably
we'll skip that. We'll skip
probably
that.
better for both
guys
of
can-
us. Yeah.
you
Look
guys
it
can
up,
go search
guys.
that up
Look it up,
yourselves,
guys.